Hello parents and students, I would like to show you a handy-dandy trick on how to submit one file from many. So for example, maybe you have 3 pages of math homework and you want to submit that as a single file instead of 3 pictures. So first off, the steps, this does require an iPhone, and we're going to open the Notes app on the iPhone. We're going to tap the camera icon and we're going to scan documents. Then we're going to share that with my Google Drive, and last I'm going to attach that in Google Classroom. So let's go ahead and work on this. So it doesn't matter where we are. If we're going to draw my favorite number here and I want to add or create, well, I don't have that option here of doing multiple pages. And historically, here's what I found that my students have done, is often what they'll do is they'll come down here and add an attachment, and then they will use the camera and then take a somewhat bad picture like this and then use the photo, and then they'll add another attachment here. There's no titles on them, and there's sometimes out of order, so they might do the second page. Again, it's not very clean, etc. So then as a teacher, I get 3 documents that aren't in order, that have no names on them, and it's just hard to manage. So let me go ahead and show you how to make this cleaner and easier for you as the student and as for the teacher to receive. So all you need to do is go to your Notes app, and one way to do that is that if you go to your control panel, notice this icon down here, and it might be in a different place on your phone. That's the new Notes option. So if you just tap that, you just get a new note that automatically pops up. Alternatively, if you didn't have that, you just go to Notes there, and then you can create a new note from there. All right, down here, see that icon there? That's our camera. And then we're going to scan documents. So watch the magic of this. I'm just going to hover over, and it's going to highlight, and it's going to grab it. I didn't have to tap anything. All I did was hold it as steady as I could. Now, ready for the next scan, it says. Great. So I pull my next piece of paper over here, and I hold it as steady as possible. And voila! We have it. It's magic. And then let's do page 3 and see what happens. And there we go. So notice down here it says save 3. So yes, I want to do that. I want to save 3 right there. Now, I don't need to add any text or anything to this. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tap on the scanned documents here and actually give it a name. So tap on the very top up there to edit, and then it's going to edit the name right here. So I'm going to cancel out and say math, and maybe this is section 1-2 or whatever it is, right? Or the date, something like that. Hit save. Then up here, this icon is my share icon. So I'm going to share that with Google Drive. So there I go. Share it with Google Drive, and it's going to open up. Excuse me, let me do that again. And I'm going to select my account. I have more than one account. You probably wouldn't. You just have the one BBRSD account. All right, and then you can select a folder too where you want to store that. So it might actually be wise to create a homework folder, right? So that you kind of keep yourself organized, or maybe it's for a particular class, your English 1 or your Math, Algebra 1, etc. So I'm going to hit this right here where it says save here, and then lastly, upload. Upload failed. And let's see what happens here. My Drive, homework, save here, and upload there. Okay, so it did work the second time. All right, now all I have to do is go back to Google Classroom, and I can actually attach things. So here I am on my desktop. I can add or create. So I'm going to add to Google Drive from Google Drive, and my recent files here, where are they? Well, it's still loading here. Oh, but look, there's my Math 1-2 PDF. It saves it as a PDF, and it saves all 3 pages as one. So watch this. When I click on this, I can scroll and see page 1, page 2, and page 3. Dun, 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 and it's cleaned up nicely. I don't have all this peripheral desk information or whatever else is in the background. And now I can hit Turn In. And there we go. An amazingly simple, once you get used to it, an amazingly simple way of creating one document from the many. And this is extremely helpful to teachers, so we don't have to sort through many unnamed pictures, etc. So open your Notes icon, do the camera Notes app, camera icon, scan the documents, share that in your Google Drive, however you organize that, and then attach it in Google Classroom. Hope that helped.